All right, welcome to Plexus. So one of the most common questions we get in classrooms is, why isn't my control plan and my FMEA paying its way in terms of performance when we've created these documents? So today in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to link your FMEA to your control plan to get a higher level of performance. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, folks, so this is one of the most common questions that we get. And so many people know that the FMEA and the control plan are linked, but they're not quite sure how to go about working with that linkage. Now, I'm going to give you 3 things in this video that'll help you along your way to get started linking your FMEA to your control plan to improve your overall performance. The first one, go through your FMEA and make sure that every line item in the FMEA has a corresponding line item in the control plan. Think of it like a conversation. If you say that there's a risk in your FMEA, but you don't have a corresponding control, you're only having half of the conversation. So a lot of times your control plan won't be effective because the risk that you identified in the FMEA is never carried over. So that's really the first big thing that I would highly recommend that you do. Go through, make sure every line in the FMEA matches the line of the control plan. Simple? Yes. Is it going to take you time? Absolutely. Will it pay dividends? You bet. The second thing that you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go through and you're going to want to look at your sampling frequency. Now, many people don't put any thought into their sampling frequency. As an example, when you go through and you say have an issue due to tool hang, I go to your control plan, a lot of times what I'll see is your sampling is done once per week, let's say, not once per tool hang. Or maybe it's an operator dependent type of process, and I look at your sampling plan and you're checking at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, and meanwhile there have been 6 operators between first shift, second shift, third shift, and break coverage that have touched that part. So the reality is that your sampling plan may not be robust enough and the frequencies may not actually represent all of the risk that you're seeing. The third thing that I would encourage you to do, go through and look at your sample size. In statistics, there is a rule that says the smaller the shift, the more samples you have to pull. And so if your sampling plan is not good and the sample size is not adequate to catch what you're looking for, you'll never have the performance that you're looking for. So when you go through and you look at linking the FMEA to the control plan, there is a linkage. Every line in the FMEA should have a line in the control plan. And if your control plan isn't working, it's largely due to your sample sizes and your frequencies not being representative of the risks to your actual process. So that's a little bit on FMEA to control plan linkage, 3 things you can do. Honestly, folks, this is one of those topics that everybody struggles with. So the good news is you're not alone. The good news is also that we do have a live virtual seminar for you that covers this topic for 2.5 hours. So if you want to take your knowledge you just gained and go down to a deeper level to figure out the how, maybe you don't fully understand how to do it, check us out at plexusinternational.com. All right, see you in the next one.